Hello everyone, good morning. So today is October 24. It's cloudy. I think it's going to rain today. So last night it rained because my succulents are wet. Their rosettes have still water. So time check, it's only 7 a.m. in the morning. Today is October 24. So last October 22, it did not rain the whole day and during the night time, and I was able to clean up 3 racks of my succulents. That's what I'm going to share with you. But last night, October 23, it rained, so I was not expecting to rain because I have done something on my succulents, so I'm not so sure if they're okay. So I have cleaned up rock, this rack, and this rack. So I'm going to share 3 racks for today and let's go over them. So this rack is for my cactus, especially the Astrophytum mysterious, and I have some succulent at the lower part of the rack. So as you would see, my Astrophytum mysterious. So this is Kabuto. This is Super Kabuto, the one with the white fluffy. So I have cleaned off the pots of these Astrophytum mysterious by removing the weeds. And if you would notice, I have filled up the pots too with fresh soil mix. And if you would see, also there are some yellow green or some yellow circle there like that. So that is my fertilizer Osmocote. So it's not their growing season, I know, but I think they need a fertilizer or Osmocote because I cannot repot them to a new soil mix because their potting mix is wet. So even though it's been sunny for the whole day and it did not rain for one night, their potting mix is still wet. So my only choice to keep them healthy is to give them Osmocote as Floralis fertilizer. But Osmocote is safe to use even if not their growing season. Why? Because it's a slow release fertilizer and I was confident enough that it will not do any harm to them because I have been using my fertilizer Osmocote for 3 years or almost 4 years already. And I have noticed some things on my Astrophyte Materia, so they got bigger, yes, because it keeps on raining, but they become more flatter compared to the early part of this year. So if you would notice up close, this one is like there's a rust on it. So that's what happened. Look, it's not that flawless as it seems. Look, there's a rust on the side. So look, they are flatter. And if you would notice they're flat to look at. And this one is I like the color of this. It's very unique. Like it's purplish in color. So on the second layer we have also Astrophytum mysterious. So it's wet so you cannot really see the fluffy or the white thing on the skin of the Astrophytum mysterious. I also have some cactus here, so I just did the same. I removed the weeds. I added fresh soil mix. So my soil mix is composed of 50% topsoil and 50% palm stone. And then I added also Osmocote as Floralis fertilizer. So below is I have the propagation path, so this is Choco Moonstones. It doesn't look good. That made me decide also to put fertilizer on the fluffy succulent. So this is actually Mrs. Richard. So the big rosette died. And this one, I think it's Marcus. Yeah. But it's my old pot of Marcus. Look, they're happy. Actually, it's a mark of the habit already. And this is our Bainese. This is actually a cream seed. It's a small pot, so the pot size is 3 by 3. So I did the same on this succulent pot. I just added soy mix and osmocote to remove the weeds. So this is another Bainese. It doesn't look good, yeah, I know. So this one, I'm not so sure of the ivy, even this one. So this one have bugs on the stem. So what I did yesterday afternoon is I just spray alcohol on it. So we have here our blue cloud, and I have see there's a leftover weed. So I put also osmocote on this pot. Actually, on all the pots that I have cleaned up, I have put osmocote. So there, this is a blue cloud. This one is a kind of agavoid. Blue cloud. This one I'm not so sure if it's an amabile, but it looks like. So actually, before they grow already, because of too much rain, they become small again. So this one is ice cream. So this is the first track where we can find the propagation path of my succulent, cactus, and the Astrophytum asterias. So let's go to the next part. So the same thing that I have done on the parts of this succulent is that I remove the weeds and put osmocote. So this is my Tinkerbell. So I have tried to remove the dried leaves last night, but there are still some that I was not able to remove. So it's pretty. And this is our red bell. Yeah. So it has a little bit stress color. And on that side, it has an offset. Uh, and beside it is I have my red blush. So there's an ant. I sprayed already isopropyl alcohol on this pot because there are some millibugs on the stem, but maybe I need to check it again. So there. So actually it rained last night. I was not expecting that it would rain, and the red blush have red color on it. So I was not expecting it to rain because I cleaned up, and some of them I have caught. So later I'll show you the cuttings that I have removed from this pot. So this is an agavoid, so it has little offset. Yeah. So I won't remove this because the succulent can drink on it. So this is our Marcus. It was actually a gift from my friend Mama Donna TV. Hello Mama Donna, good morning to you. So it has a dress color too, although there's still weeds after cleaning up. So there. Actually some are not really that good to look at. Look. These are the receipts that was infested by aphids. So I did not clean this up because I wanted to show you how do I treat this. Because actually when the succulent was infested by aphids and the marks that it leaves on the leaves, it will not go away. So you have to wait for the new growth. So what I do, because it doesn't look good, I just remove the inner set leaves, and then I'll be waiting for it to give babies just like this, or to have a new growth of the set. So this is how would it look like. So I'll be doing the same thing on this rosette. So yesterday after when I was planning to remove it already, but I remember it's also a good sharing to share to all of you how do I treat if the rosette was infested by aphids and it doesn't look good. So that's how I clean up. So it would encourage to give us new rosettes, so it would look more pretty and cleaner. So this is the first layer of the rock. Yeah. So this is actually the weather here in my location. It's quite cold already during night time and early in the morning because it's Vermont. But the problem is I wasn't able to get a full stress color of my succulents. Why? Because it's been raining. So we need more sunlight to make them more fresh and colorful. So below is I have my Murasaki. So before my Murasaki is so beautiful, but that's what's happening. Fungus are coming in because of the too much rain getting. So there, look, if you would see a black spot on the leaves of your succulent, you have to remove it so it will not infest the other leaves. So if you would notice, there are bite marks. This one, so it was eaten by a grasshopper. And if you would notice, the rosettes are wet. So this is how a grasshopper look like. So it really eats a lot of the leaves of my murasaki. Yeah. So beside it is I have my Jadieta. So what I did on this pot is I added soil mix and osmocot. I keep on repeating what I'm saying, but that's what I did for the viewers who just started to watch my video. Well, that's how I clean up my succulent pot. Remove the weeds, remove the dried leaves, check if there's mealybugs, spray alcohol on it if there are pests, and then I decided to put Osmocote to make them more stable and healthier side of too much rain. So look how pretty is the result of our dieta. So that is the ID given to me by my seller. So beside it is I have the pots of the Chloe. So if you could remember, this pot of Chloe was really look like a bouquet, a big one. But I have decided to cut it because there are some mealybugs on the stem because the sun was not able to shine every day, so mealybugs infested it. So I need to save the little offsets or the babies it's giving off. So I need to clear up the stems on the side. If you would see, there are cut. So there are more that's growing. To give way to them, I have to cut some, but I just leave some bigger set, so that the pot would not look empty. Anyway, if I cut it, it's a propagation also. So if you if you have watched my sharing about propagation, most of my succulent I propagate them through stem cutting. So this is another part of my Murasaki look. It's lost many of its leaves, and some have bite marks, yeah, and fungus. Look, so the grasshopper was really having fun on eating my succulent. So there are more. with black spot. So I know when we remove the leaf, it doesn't look good, but that's how it is. So when I clean up this spot, there's some leaves that fell, so I just put it on the pot and just wait. Mm. Oh no! So there's a leaf propagation. So one leaf fell again, so I just have to put it there and let's see and wait if there would be an offset or baby that will be coming out on this. So I rearrange also the pot on this rock. So below the Murasaki, I have the non-variegated Supreme, yeah. So this one is a non-variegated one. So it's starting to get color. So if you would notice, the stem was able to recover before the stem was really going to die out. So I just let it be and recover by itself. So it was able to recover. So I just added soy mix and osmocote. So beside it is we have our cubic frost, which was big before, and now it becomes how many reset? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are too many, and there are lots of offsets. And this is our purple haze. So this purple haze have millibugs, aphids, and fungus during the rainy days. And I can see some ants on the pot. I don't know why. So I'll try to spray alcohol on it again. So if you would notice, it's starting to recover. And look how pink is the offset coming out from the stem. So I just relocate this one here beside the other part of the purple haze. So this is the other part of our purple haze. So look, there's a bite mark of the grasshopper. So the grasshopper tasted most of the parts of my succulent. But this purple haze is recovering. So this is our second layer of our share today. Or I mean the second that I'm going to share to you today. Yeah. So they doesn't look good, but I hope they can survive. What's important to me is that even though they're not colorful, they can survive the rainy days. So it would be raining until December. So this is the last rock that I'm going to share to you today. So go around because I cannot share other rocks because I haven't cleaned them up. Look at the weeds. So if it would not rain this afternoon, I'll be starting cleaning them up. So this is my sedum clavatum. So there are two pots, and if you would notice, yesterday afternoon I have cut some of the rosette. So I just decided to cut it even though I was not expecting that it would rain. So cutting your succulent will make them more lush if they would successfully not have stem rot. So it rained. But I guess there's no, and let's pray that there will be no stem rot. Yeah. So in front is I have a variegated Simnocalidium. So it looks really dehydrated. But when you press, it's really hard. So I just added some soil mix and osmocote on it. Same on this columnar variegated Gymnocalcium. And look at this other variegated Gymnocalcium. It has a seed pod. So beside the two pots of the sedum clavatum, I have here my purple haze. So I'm not so sure if this will survive. But as long as there's stems of purple haze, I will not give up. So, and look how pretty our goat. So it's not that much colorful, but this spot has been infested by bugs. Yeah, look. some of the roses doesn't look good, right? But some are pretty nice. So goose tea are so super easy to take care, but they are really susceptible to mealybugs, aphids. But I never seen that my goose have fungus, yeah, only aphids and mealybugs. So below is we have our propagation path of Arunpay. So how it doesn't look anymore propagation path. Actually, the stem of this Arunpay is already matured look. So I have collected some cuttings from this path to propagate again. And this is our variegated Simnocalcium. And look at our cheesecake. So this part of Arunpay, I also put some Osmocote, but you cannot see it because it is covered by the rosettes. So we have here also the cheesecake and the Bill's Baker. So there's 4 weeds left. So before this, Bill's Baker was on the outer part, but I changed so that both Arunpay are on the outer part. So this is our Bill's Baker, and this is our another part of Arunpay. So our Arunpay looks so pretty nice, but so below there's another variegated Simnocalcium, and below is I have the Queen Victoria, so it's recovering. And this is also another part of our Arunpay, yeah. Pretty nice. Same thing. So there's weeds pa pala, so I wasn't able to see you last night. Because when I about to end cleaning up, it's already dark, so I just use light to finish this rock. So I was not able to see that there was this big weeds pa. So this is how I remove the weeds. And beside the Arunpay, we have another part of our goose tea, yeah, and another part of a part of our sedum adolphi. So sedum adolphi doesn't look good. It's recovering from aphids too. So I put some Osmocote to make it more faster to grow. So I guess that's my sharing for today. So I hope you like my sharing. So they doesn't really look good, but I know it's getting colder. I hope it will not rain so much so they can fully recover. And they need really more sunlight to Sedum clavatum has more yellow leaves. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and share my video to your family, friends, and relatives. Bye for now. See you on my next video. Bye. God bless us all. Bye bye. Happy gardening, everyone. And before I say goodbye, I forgot to show you. So what I usually use to clean up my pots of succulent is scissors for cutting succulents, stick to remove the weeds so I can get the roots. And these are the cuttings that I was able to get. So this is Arunpay, red blush, sedum clavatum. We have lots of stem cutting of our Chloe. We have also cuttings of the agavoids, and this is the Osmocote that I am using, yeah. And this is the isopropyl alcohol that I'm using, so I just transfer it in a spray bottle. So I guess bye. It's really good. Bye. God bless us all.